Okay, so the USA just attacked Venezuela, and we gotta talk about it.
So why they attacking Venezuela?
Well, Trump says it's over drugs.
But now, if that a
hmm
reason,
hmm
Venezuela not only country who's stealing the
Oh,
drug.
that's a good point, right? So if we're really serious about if that's our
hmm
policy, then we should attack Mexico, right?
So I thought about that. Theoretically, Mexico's between Venezuela and USA. So they want
I'll start Venezuela.
finally they want the Mexico.
You're right. We're just gonna attack every country. My personal opinion, and I think a lot of people kind of know this, it's about oil.
Yeah,
Does it get the
yeah.
oil? I mean, what?
Oil and the earth.
Oh
That's
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The rare earth materials.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
Real
good point.
material.
Let me give you guys the latest. You're going to get a lot of news updates on this stuff. Venezuela is saying that the U.S. attacked civilian and military targets. I don't think we're going to know for sure on that one. You maybe never know the truth because it's happening now. So we saw footage. You might have saw footage. Like, what did you see in the footage?
They just bombed everywhere.
Yeah. We saw multiple helicopters.
I don't know. I'm not. This is real. I don't know anything about real life. But when you go, watch movie, they just go find some sort of their office agit. We say agit. They're like building, and they just send them a like, sniper. Those kind of people, and kill
Okay,
those
I see what you're saying.
people,
I see what you're
not
saying.
just bomb the cities.
I see what you're saying. So in the situation of like, say, Osama bin Laden, that was the idea. Like you kind of sneak in,
Yeah, yeah,
they kill Osama bin Laden, and they run
yeah,
away,
yeah.
basically, right? This situation, it looked like they're hitting multiple targets. So my guess, that's what when we watched it, I said I think they're probably going after anti-aircraft guns, right? That kind of thing. Because I think the difference with maybe Osama and maybe this situation is they're going near military sites. So if you're going like in a residential area,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
there
yeah.
wouldn't like be anti-aircraft guns everywhere. That's my guess. I'm just telling you guys because that's why I bring up the point to where Venezuela is and they're hitting civilian and military. Venezuela is also calling a national emergency. And then I saw reports that
Even
what's that?
before G7, multiple country claims that you guys shooting the like little boat.
Right,
That
right,
was a
right.
national crime.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't. So we've been. It hasn't the craziest crap. It's just hasn't been that big of an issue for Americans, which is as crazy as it sounds. I bring it up, but people, I don't know, Americans don't find it that important. Um,
So weird. You guys attack your own people. You
yeah,
guys attack just other country with no reason, basically.
yeah. No, seriously, because the first thing I said, Yeji, okay, just for example, when would a country attack another country? Just for
When
example.
they're threatening.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, okay. Would a threat be, I don't like you, I don't like you? No, 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 no. I'm serious. Is that when you would attack?
No.
So when would you attack? Like for example,
They're
when?
ready to attack us usually.
Okay, okay. Just for
Yeah,
example, no,
I
just talk.
think
So
so.
in
When
say okay,
they're try to cross our border, right?
okay, 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 okay.
Yeah,
So you would say
when their military ship or the craft ship, whatever the military what is it?
what's
The
that?
jet try to cross our
Yeah,
like
yeah. We
yeah
say just cross the line.
yeah.
Make it most simple. Okay, so in that situation, just for example, North Korea flies a jet into South Korea. Are we going to shoot it down?
So we did have a couple of like accident kind of closed the war before because North Korea the shooting our ship at the border.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
yeah.
Because you're like, you're in our land, we can shoot you. The same way someone comes to your house, we can shoot you. Now, so the thing is, Trump will make the case, because I'm happy you brought that up, or happy, that's the right word. Good you brought it up, because Trump will make the case that Venezuela is emptying their prison and sending all their prisoners to USA. There's no evidence of that,
Yeah,
but
but
that's what he'll say.
basically, you can just make it out.
Right, right.
Yeah,
That's
any reason. If he lies, he can lie for
right.
anything.
So that's probably what Trump's going to say. Hey, all the Venezuela's prisoners are here. But I
And
mean,
they're gonna just send drugs forever and ever.
yeah, but it's pretty weak.
Yeah, even if that's the case, if they, sell, USA somewhere there is a buyer.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, you always brings it up. It's a good point because no one's forcing us to buy anything, but we're just trying to have a real conversation here. But it's still a bunch of nonsense. I mean, yeah, some idiots Americans are gonna fall for this, right? But the thing is, this stuff's expensive.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about we have multiple ships down there, multiple soldiers. You got to feed these people. You got to have fuel, and then
Yeah, that is all cost.
yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive. Now here's the thing: if we just for example, let's say because USA is a powerful country, whatever you want to call it, you could go into any country you want. You could remove their president, right? But if you start doing that,
Then other country
what's that?
not gonna like you.
No, of course not.
Of course not. So you guys isolate more.
Yeah.
He started with the tariff. Now he's doing the bombing stuff.
Yeah, and the crazy crap was he actually wanted to do it on Christmas, but they were too busy bombing Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we're at.
And they were having a party.
Wait. No, who's having a party?
The White House people.
Well, they're always having a party. There's drinking over there all the time. They actually, which is kind of crazy, is the Israel dude. What's his name? Netanyahu. He took a picture with Hegseth and like they looked drunk. Like they were like like it was kind of weird and they put that out there as an official photo. But you bring up a good point of like the Trump people, they're just completely disconnected. I think it's all a joke to them because he's actually doing this stuff from Mar-a-Lago. He's not even at the White House right now, which is really unusual. I've seen a lot of things in my life, right? It should be the same in Korea if you're gonna do like a major. Let's say if you guys don't really attack other countries, but
this case, everyone actually changed it to the like yellow, either green.
Oh right, you would.
Outfit.
Right,
yeah, that was kind of emergency outfit for the government people.
Right. Yeah, so Korea does that. It's like the point is usually there's sort of formal way of doing it's basically a national emergency. You bring up a good example. So you would call in all the cabinet people. You're all gonna essentially meet. You would go to a special office or something like that.
Kind of when it's happened, even if someone's vacant, they have to come back. They have to cancel the vacation between trip.
Okay, so just wanted to give you an example of how like normal countries operate. Okay, so from Trump's point of view, I'm gonna be at my golf course resort, and then order kidnapping and bombings in Nigeria, in Venezuela. I'm gonna be drinking during the holidays, basically. I mean, just think how crazy it is. And you brought up a good point too, where normally you would bring in all of your people to like have a formal meeting. You wouldn't do it at your home. Wouldn't that be strange?
That's really inappropriate.
Yeah, so that's why I just want to literally just talk through this stuff. Okay, this is someone said, just bring up, just looking at some news here, like someone's mentioned that this could be years of chaos in the region because the issue becomes, for example, you said, okay, we just remove our leader, other countries don't like us. The question became, let's say with the Iraq situation or even Afghanistan, if you take these actions, do you have a responsibility to make sure that you leave the country better than you did? Like if I come in and destroy the palace, and I just destroy the entire administration, because what happens is if like for any country like this, like you take out all the people in power, so then basically no one's running anything.
Yes.
And you're the one who did it.
But so do they have rebuild the government by themselves? They have
well, that's the point, though. I think the USA is going to try to put in their own people, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's just like making colony.
It's ludicrous, right? And it's good that we're having this discussion. Another person writes, I'm just looking at Al Jazeera because they give you a different point of view. The quote is, probably the end of international law. That's coming from a professor, talking about, because the American news is going to be different than this, right? It's really important to look at other perspectives. I've been finding that The Guardian, Al Jazeera give you better, just different points of view on these things because they're not American. They don't have to play the stupid American game. In here, like when you guys talk about, I don't know, do you even have these conversations about sending troops to another country? Does that even come up? Like would regular would a regular Koreans be like, hey, let's go send our people to Venezuela?
World War II, it was more obvious
Okay.
Our team, your team. But
Right,
these
right.
days, everyone connects somehow.
Right.
Everyone connects. So I can't really choose a team. You understand?
Yeah, right. And actually, it was interesting that you brought that up because some countries have recognized Maduro as being president, other ones have not. So they're being part of the team. Korea tends to be try to neutral on these kind of issues.
Yeah, because there's no true friend. There's no true enemy. Because we need them, all of you, like China, Russia,
Sure.
USA.
Right.
So we can't really choose one team.
Now, I wanted to bring in that point of view because today, as everyone's going to be waking up, I don't know what's going to possibly play out, but I'm really curious when because they're going to go to the UN. You got to go to the UN.
And plus, this is obvious, they're breaking national law.
yeah.
So no one's really, join USA.
Well, that's what I'm curious. Who's going to do it? So, like for example,
Netanyahu.
Yeah, Netanyahu will.
Yeah.
But I imagine Canada's not.
Of course.
I don't think so. I'm curious about UK. They could go either way. You never know with UK. You never know with them.
Even if the
you never know.
What's that? The prime minister, says yes.
Well, Starmer, I think.
Yeah, but people not gonna like it.
No. The regular UK people won't like it. I'm pretty sure Australia won't go for it. I think France and Germany won't like it. So that's why I said I'm really curious who's going to stick with USA. Sometimes USA gets like really small countries that go for it. Like really, I don't want to be mean, but let's say really small countries. Yeah. But the major ones, France, Germany, like UK, these kind of countries, because I'm pretty sure like China, Russia, maybe India will say no, these kind of things. I think many countries in the region already, but Cuba doesn't like USA, and Cuba and USA don't have good relations, but I think these are important things to talk about. Venezuela brought up an important point also. How do we know that Maduro's even alive? Right?
Because, yeah.
So the word that they phrase, and it's because you watch movies, they use the phrase proof of life. And so you use that phrase in kidnapping stuff.
Yeah.
Because you know how like you kidnap someone and you're like, give me the $1 million or whatever, and you're on the other phone like, let me know that the person's alive. So they brought that up. That was like, but basically Trump's a mafia person, and you have to treat it like that, right? So give me proof of life. Someone in the comments brought up the point though that Trump could be lying about the kidnapping.
Yeah, now it's nothing's sure because maybe he asked him, just make me out of country, and you can, produce whatever you want.
Yeah, so Yeji brought up that point, and that, just to be fair, kind of go on those conversations. But the problem I think with that, it doesn't work out because, well, okay. First let's just play it straight. If we're really had some sort of agreement that he's going to leave the country or whatever, then why are we destroying installations? Okay, that's my question. But then someone could say, well, no, it's all planned to be fake, and
what's that? They have to use the weapon because they expire soon.
Yeah. So that's actually been something that the American military, the contractors stuff like to do. They want to say, hey, we built these weapons, you must use them, show our might and power. Yeah, so there's that. So Trump was the one who authorized this thing. The other issue is going to be, this is from one of our Department of State people, and this was one of the dudes that was talking about with the Korea Hyundai situation. His name is Landau. I remember the guy because I don't like him. But is the USA going to put Maduro on trial and have a whole thing with that, like a TV show? So, because that's what Trump wants, right? These kind of things. So these are just various questions that I have, and I'm looking at different things. Here's another one. Colombia deploys security forces along the Venezuela border. Colombia President Gustavo Petro says public security forces are being deployed along the border. And geez. So then you have this issue. And then I wonder if Colombia will try to make a play to try to get their people in power or whatever, or they're concerned. Yeah, and then you got to hear about what El Salvador's up to, because I think there's a possibility that we take them there. Congress is going to probably wake up this morning to they're going to want to demand answers. I mean, we're all going to want to demand answers, and he's going to press conference in a few hours from now. What's that?
That's national kind of emergency. You should just go, not just the wait for the waking up, whatever they have to,
Well, you could make the case. Yeah, I mean, you could make the case
this is the emergency.
You would just order Trump now, come to DC. Yeah. You're only a couple hours away. Yeah. This is breaking news right now. U.S. Senator says Rubio told Maduro arrested to stand trial in the USA. So they are. This is just coming right now. Republican U.S. Senator Mike Lee said on Saturday that U.S. Secretary of State told him that Venezuela. So I guess theoretically we're bringing him to the USA for a trial. This is so crazy.
Crazy.
All right, so that's our thoughts on this. We want to hear yours, and I'll try my best to keep you guys updated on these things, and just want to hear from you also. And we'll catch you in the next video. So see you next time.